Shipley and Covey back to return the kick from Daniel Carlson, and off we go on this Sunday afternoon. It's Shipley on the return with a seam and a return to the 32.
But if they wish to make a run back to the Super Bowl come postseason.
Philadelphia's lowest scoring 5-game stretch in more than a decade that they're coming off of. First play is a Saquon Barkley run. He's stopped by Charles Snowden.
Those two elements of their offense have really taken a step back and kind of sets a series of events from there.
Got just a yard on the first play. 2nd and 9. It's another run for Barkley with the surge this time over the right side. Third down coming up against this Raiders defense. Raiders showing blitz. Hurts has struggled against the blitz lately. Stands in, wants A.J. Brown, makes the adjustment but can't make the catch. There's a flag on Stokes. Eric Stokes, the defense, and this drive will continue.
Pass interference. Defense, number 22. Spot foul, automatic first down.
Yeah, if I'm Kevin Patullo, I'm doing about one of these at a minimum per quarter. I'm going to put the ball outside the numbers, vertical in the passing game to A.J. Brown. And
straight games of at least 100 yards for A.J. Brown, leading the NFL in receiving yards in that time, although in 3 losses for the Eagles. First down from the 40. Barkley left side. Saquon Barkley with a gain of 8.
Count for the extra defender in the box. They have to adjust their entire system and cut those splits down.
One-on-one with Brown to the top again. They swing Barkley out and the throw from Hurts is behind him. 3rd down and 4. Normally you'd see this under center. You get a couple yards and then a sure thing with the tush push. That hasn't been nearly as successful. Here's a run for Hurts. And Eagles fans are saying yes.
That Philadelphia wants to play.
First down and 10 to the 25 with a couple 3rd down pickups. Barkley, big hole. Bounces. And a good job by Stokes to recover there. That looked like a
better sign there, at least picking up a couple positive ones, getting Saquon to the 2nd level.
5 out of the first 6 plays runs. Here's a pass. Barkley's wide open, swinging out of the backfield. And he's got a first down. Saquon Barkley.
Have to assume we're going to get at least one tush push here.
Hurts is going to get the first down. NFL average on quarterback sneak 77%, so 10% below league average. Heavy dose of Barkley on this drive, and he's inside the 10.
For how they operate on game day, it affects 3rd down. It affects having 2, in essence, 2nd down tries.
Toss for Saquon. Left side, nothing doing. He got tripped up and lost a yard. The last couple weeks, though, even this has disappeared. 1 for the last 4 in the red zone. Hurts throwing outside. Devontae Smith with a diving catch. A little bit short, though. Keep it on the ground, Barkley. Hit at the line, and no gain. 2nd and goal. Shovel pass, Dallas Goedert. How do you like that, Greg Olsen? A little shovel to the tight end for the day's first score.
Yeah, it's a great play design. Heavy box. 9 guys at or near the line of scrimmage for the Raiders on defense. So how do you account for them? You read one of them. Plays upfield, you just toss Goddard the little shovel pass, and that's one of the advantages of having a quarterback in the gun. Whether it's a quarterback keep, you gain an really good play design there, and really impressive opening drive for the Philadelphia Eagles.
First touchdown for Goddard since October, but overall, the career-high 8th. The Raiders to get the ball for the first time. Laube and Mostert back. It'll be Laube, second-year man from New Hampshire, to the 27.
He's a little bit more mobile, throws outside the pocket more than they got out of Geno Smith.
Swings it outside to the first-round pick, Ashton Genty, who's tracked down by Nakobe Dean.
They have a chance to continue to improve down the stretch.
Genty on the ground this time. There's not a whole lot of room there for the 6th overall pick who keeps on fighting forward. Pickett, sideline, wide open man. First down, Tyler Lockett. And we asked Greg Olsen, why is that? He said, well, it's both things. It's the scheme, and then they got great linebackers and nickels. And there's one of those linebackers in Nakobe Dean, shutting down Brock Bowers. When Dean's been healthy, he's been a beast.
And he has been such a force. I mean, he went down in that wild card game against the Packers in the postseason last year. You see him right here playing off-ball backer. I mean, he's been so good. Jihad.
Loss of 1 there, 2nd and 11. Blitz pickup from Mostert. Pickett slides in the pocket and delivers for Jack Besh. Carroll has fired his offensive coordinator. He fired the special teams coordinator. Trying to snap a 7-game skid today. Pickett on the roll. He's going to run for a first down. And there is a little bit of a dimension that they lack with Geno Smith. In Eagles territory from the 46, Genty waited for something to develop and went down. Only one 100-yard game. That was back week 4 against Chicago. Takes the fake here. Pickett finds Bowers, who dropped it. You're not often going to see that. Slot to the top here on 3rd and 8. Pickett in trouble. Pickett sacked by Brandon Graham. His first sack since coming out of retirement earlier this year. 16-year veteran that's played in more games than any player in franchise history. There is a flag down in the secondary. Still sorting this out.
If you ever spent any time around Brandon Graham, you would know why the guys in the locker room and Sirianni and Howie Roseman, why they wanted him back. I mean, his energy, his personality, he's always got a big smile. I told him before the game, you're a great dude. I hated
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the defense and both by number 33.
Wow.
Holding, that penalty is declined by number 33. After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, also by number 33. The play ended behind the line of scrimmage. Will enforce 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Kenny Pickett getting his first chance today. 4 out of his first 5. Play action. Pressured and sacked. Moro Ojomo. Well, these guys getting increased opportunity because of the injury to Jalen Carter and taking full advantage. They had those season-high 7 sacks without.
Kenny Pickett has been. He just couldn't escape the last 2 sacks.
Lost 10 there. Try to get some of it back with Jack Besh. Stopped right away by Quinyon Mitchell. 3rd down, 13. Sideline Lockett. Tackled at the 33 by DeJean. Aggressive, but not very successful. 30th on 4th down. Arm is hit as he threw, and it's incomplete. Long touchdown drive to start the day. Play action pass to begin this drive, and a deep shot. Smith, perfect throw from Hurts. 43 yards, a thing of beauty.
This is what you love to see on 1st down. Max protection. Saquon goes over to help on Max Crosby, and Devontae Smith just one-on-one on the outside again.
Here's Barkley at 7 carries on that first drive. He's got 6 or 7 yards. Run left side, Barkley. Couldn't get away from Landon Roberts. Leader of this Raiders defense, who won a couple Super Bowls with the Patriots at the start of his career.
Yeah, so something to keep in mind. Now they've kind of established when they do want to get under center, the extra defender in the box has to be accounted for. This is kind of the Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan style of offense in the run game. Now the key is, how do they? That's the key for Kevin Petula throughout the rest of the game.
8 guys up at the line of scrimmage for the Raiders. They bail out of it. Hurts lobbing end zone. Cooper. Coverage from Porter, but a flag. And Porter's going to get called for the penalty as Darius Cooper is hunting his first career touchdown.
Defense number 26. Spot foul.
Rookie out of Iowa State. From the 5, straight ahead, Barkley. Pads crunching as he gets 2, and he's stopped by Adam Butler. Not close to the same kind of production as last year. Hurts pulls. Goddard is open for his second. Oh, no. Should have been second touchdown in as many drives, but couldn't haul it in. Try to get on 3rd down. Raiders yet to get a stop on 3rd today until Crosby gets home and sacks Hurts. Max Crosby. Disaster of a season for the Raiders, but a really bright spot right there. Crosby in his 7th season out of Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, he's an elite player regardless of position in the league. Fred Johnson playing significantly better than he did in limited action a year ago. Pressure rate down, sacks down.
10th sack of the year for Crosby. Head to a 5th consecutive Pro Bowl this year. Elliott's got the field goal. That's a disappointing 3 points there for the Eagles, though. We had a touchdown go through the hands of Dallas Goedert. Joe Davis, Greg Olson. And Pam Oliver. Raiders will get it again. Mostert dropped it, recovers, and here he comes. Now bottled up to the 30-yard line. I've always been the most prepared guy. I get in the huddle. I don't know anybody's name. I don't know any of the plays yet. But he's ready to go here for his first start with Las Vegas. Hands it off to JT on the first play of the drive.
Now Geno Smith comes back from that shoulder and hand injury, but certainly an audition for all 32 teams.
Look to throw it here. Zips one incomplete off of the back of the defender, Reed Blankenship. 3rd and 7. Triss gets there. Genty can't hang on. Jolix Hunt applying the pressure.
They just continue to get better along that front. Wait till they get Jalen Carter back.
Yeah, scary. Britton Covey. This ball is shanked out of bounds, and Covey won't have a chance at it as A.J. Cole hits it for just 39 yards. Now the beginning of the 25-yard line. Hurts will look to throw it. Underneath. Barkley. 7. Stopped by Devin White. The last year, 2-2 start where they didn't feel like they had an identity yet. Barkley's going to get swallowed up by White in the backfield and lose a few here.
Last year on their way to the Super Bowl, they had the best of both worlds.
3rd down, Hurts steps up, throws for Tank Bigsby, but behind him and incomplete. And the Raiders defense forces the first punt of the day. Bigsby's only got 1 catch all year, fails to add a second right there, and the punt team comes out. Braden Mann. It's a short one here. Down to the 28, 29-yard line, 42-yard punt. Drive starts at the 28-yard line. Kenny Pickett under center in his first start for Las Vegas. So it's extra Genty into the teeth of the defense, stopped by Jordan Davis.
Behind this offensive line and this front, it's just not what you want to do if you're a Raider fan.
Try Genty again. Genty keeps the lights turning, but gets just a few. Pickett is sacked again, and it's Brandon Graham again.
And they got Brandon Graham. He's aligned as a defensive tackle going up against the right guard, Caleb Rogers. They keep Brock Bowers in, so he helps on Hunt. So they're trying to shore up their edges, but take a look there at the top of your screen.
They've had a handful of snaps since coming out of retirement. Mostly he's played by a mile on Monday. Big time impact here. Britton Covey breaks out of the first tackle attempt and turns nothing into a solid return there to the 30. Barkley. Snowden the tackle.
That explosive element and the yards before contact that the offensive line provided was why it was a historic season.
Something not feeling right after that first down run. Hurts escapes the pressure. Runs and glides out of bounds with Jamal Adams in pursuit. Flags in the secondary.
Holding, defense number 20. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's such a big part of their ability to sustain drives over the years.
Hands it off here, straight ahead. Tank Bigsby crashes ahead for 8 yards.
You have to make defenses respect him as a designed runner.
Bigsby again. First down. When talking with defensive coordinators as they prepare to face the Eagles through the years,
both those elements just haven't been present this season.
Bootleg, sets, throws, Goedert. Dallas Goedert, first down.
Responsibility needs to change as Goedert comes across.
Barkley's still out, so it's Tank Bigsby running with a purpose. In the arms of Elandon Roberts. 19 carries on the year coming in. He's carried it 3 times right here. Takes the fake. And a throw to a crossing Goedert again. Getting a healthy dose in this first half. Goedert trying to atone for the drop in the end zone in the last drive. Hurts pulls. Stokes waiting on him. And Hurts for the gain of 4. The Eagles fans breathe a sigh of relief as Barkley comes back in. Waste no time feeding him. And he wastes no time getting hit hard. Ulu with the tackle. Thomas Booker, the former Eagle, there to finish him off. Hurts again, pulls. Directs traffic. Runs. Hurts. Makes it 1st and goal. 1st and goal inside the 3. Barkley. End Touchdown, Eagles. Adds the extra point. 17-zip. Philadelphia taking care of business, trying to end this three-game skid.
MO over the years is make the plays necessary because they are so explosive on the downfield plays.
Well, David Akers was just honored on the field a moment ago. 17-zip, under 2 minutes in this first half. Mostert and Laube back on this kick from Elliott. Bounces at the goal line. He'll take a knee. With a minute 57, 3 timeouts for Las Vegas. Fake to Genty. Bowers in the flats. Runs over a defender and right over Adoree Jackson and got a first down. What are your thoughts on Brock Bowers?
I'll tell you what, I've said this. I thought when I watched him play, and he is that special, versatile, really been the main weapon the last 2 seasons at Vegas.
Pickett underneath Genty. Got 5.
They continue to surround him with better weapons in the passing game. I think he gets even more effective.
2nd and 4. Arm hit as he threw, incomplete. Jalen Phillips coming off of the edge. 3rd and 4. Bowers, strong hands, first down.
Now Kenny Pickett and this Raiders offense has to go into true 2-minute mode.
With the ball coming out of halftime. Hit as he let it go. Mostert hit as he caught it. Nakobe Dean.
They've got to try to maximize every possession they have.
Sideline incomplete. Tucker defended by Jackson. 3rd and 8. Eagles rush just 4. Pickett delivers. Lockett can't pull it in. Defense from the veteran Adoree Jackson.
It's just not a recipe for success.
You're going to look at the stat sheet and see that they've been bad on 3rd down, but the problem has been what's led to that. Covey says get away, then grabs it. Britton Covey takes it to the 20. See what they get here with Barkley. It's just a few. Raiders do a good job of bottling Barkley up in this half. Defenses continue to do it. They shut down the Chargers on Monday. They have shut out the Raiders through a half here. Laube on the return. Vegas to start at the 35-yard.
He said that makes me pretty damn happy. Offensively, likes that they're efficient, and he likes the way Jalen Hurts is playing. Back to you.
Incomplete pass here on the first play of the second half, Pam. Genty stays on his feet. His best run of the day. And first down as Genty gets 11.
6th overall behind an offensive line that didn't try to really improve from a season ago. It's a tough sled.
It's got it here out of the backfield. Thrown down by Reed Blankenship.
Of course, incredible, wins the Offensive Player of the Year Super Bowl, but it was the marriage of the two.
Bowers is open. Brock Bowers got it going a little bit at the end of the first half. He's got a first down right here.
That's what they're missing here in Vegas.
Genty. Stopped by Young. Said it's going to be a 4th consecutive losing season. Pickett on the roll. Gets rid of it to Bowers. And Eugene would not let go. Mostert in on 3rd and 3. Pickett's given time. He gets picked off by Zach Baum. The all-pro linebacker picks off Pickett.
But he's covered. But watch Michael Mayer chip Brandon Graham, and then he's the check down. The second that looks cloudy, that ball just needs to be checked down right in front of Kenny Pickett's face and picks up an easy first down to Michael Mayer. That just tells me that Kenny Pickett came out of that play and said, I am throwing the ball to my best player. And I get it, but he's just not open.
Play action. Hurts moves. Throws wide open. Dallas Goedert. Let him receive it in the first half, and he's got a big gain to open the second. 32 yards for Goedert.
Yeah, first off, starts with the ability for Jalen Hurts to extend by moving off his spot. Gives Goedert a chance to run into that open void cleared by Devontae Smith. And watch his eyes. Goedert was not going to drop that. He goes, last time especially when it gets down by your knees, like those are tricky catches.
Here's Barkley, is pulled down in the backfield. Thomas Booker, who was here last year on the Super Bowl team.
Well, today he has been fantastic. 7-6 for 116 against zone coverage.
Chasing it again here, finds Goedert again. Who's pushed up by Devin White. Their longest third down attempt today, 3rd and 8. 4-man rush, so Hurts with time. There's A.J. Brown. First catch of the day for Brown. He's bigger than you. He's also faster than you. Good luck. Pretty much anybody that's going to try to stop him. Trying to get Barkley going here with a stretch play. Found a seam and twirled his way for 6. Barkley again, left side this time. It'll be 3rd and short.
They get their 5 receivers out over the years as much as anybody in NFL.
Barkley first down and goal.
Holding offense number 56. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
5 eligible receivers right here working from an empty set, running a quarterback draw. Jalen Hurts gets around the edge, tiptoes, first down. There it is. Jalen Hurts having one of his best rushing games of the season. 13 right there. He's got 40 for the day.
And see Jared.
And it's 1st and 10 for Philly. Toss for Barkley. Saquon to the edge. Try Barkley again. Looks like he's got a first down. Crosby the tackle.
Frankly, that's what makes it so fun.
Shovel pass. Already got a touchdown on this today. Make it 2. Dallas Goedert high stepping in.
Goddard's a drop away from having 3 of the easiest touchdowns of his career. He got the shovel to get the game started down on the goal line. And then, of course, the one that went off his hand. So good his entire career. They send him here on a little post-snap jet sweep. And I just don't understand for an NFL defense, regardless of how much they've struggled, for an NFL defense to not have one single defender on the edge.
Now, after that play, Greg, Max Crosby was livid and got into it a little bit with Devin White, 2 of the veteran players of this defense. Frustrations mounting. Pretty nice afternoon here in Philadelphia. Easy for us to say up here with the heaters pumping on us. Pam's down there like, yeah, nice. 20s. Lauby to the 31. The big difference between that 23 team and this edition of the Eagles, this defense right here that continues to be dominant. Shutting down Genty on the first play of the drive.
It's a top 10 now. By the end of the season, this could be a top 5 unit.
Pickett keeps, makes a man miss. Just one, though. And it was Jalen Hurts to run him down. He lost a few. Now the Eagles teeing off here on 3rd down, bringing 4, getting pressure, getting another sack. There it is, Nolan Smith. 4th of the day for the Eagles defense.
Got Hunt here. You got Nolan Smith here. No edges. They're trying to chip Nolan Smith at the top. They end up just knocking him right into DJ Glaze. The young right tackle ends up on his back. And this Raiders team's just got a lot of things they need to figure out down the stretch here.
Including punts.
Just added to the list.
3 10-play touchdown drives in this game for an offense that needed to get right. They certainly have. And here's Barkley with space, and Barkley with his biggest run of the day. Barkley again, left side this time. Stiff arm, get off me, he says. Barkley gets a rest. Tank Bigsby comes into the game. He gets his chance. Bigsby's run hard given the opportunity. Out of the gun here. Hurts. White there to plant him. 3rd and 5. Hurts delivers. Brown touchdown. 27 yards. Frozen rope from Jalen Hurts to A.J. Brown. How about that? A downfield shot over the middle of the field.
And now this touchdown here in the slot to A.J. Brown. I think they've checked every box that Nick Sirianni wanted to, coming here back at home. 3-game losing streak, trying to get back on track down the stretch in December. And I don't think it could have gone any better today for the Philadelphia Eagles.
I think so. He's good. 12 out of 15 today, 3 touchdowns. He's saying, I can do more than the shovel pass touchdowns. Watch me deliver this strike down the field to Brown. 31 here, opening moments of the fourth quarter. Elliott overran it and set up and does it for real. Bill Maubie. 32. Take us back to the touchdown.
They just can't execute basic coverage.
Genty not going to get away from Dean. Shot out of a cannon to drop him for a loss.
For last year in the wild card round against the Packers, and just a great job there sniffing out the scream of Ashton Genty.
Fourth-year man from Georgia. They're all from Georgia. Bowers. Wow, DeJean just blows that up, throwing Lockett right into him.
That game in the snow against Joe Burrow and the Bengals, I mean, how special was he?
On 3rd and 16, Besh can't get it. Coverage from Mitchell. Covey back to return. Hadn't really had much of a chance. A.J. Cole's punts have been to the sideline. This is a good line drive. Covey's going to have a shot. Britton Covey. Flags flies. Covey goes down at the 31.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 25. 10-yard penalty. It's 1st and 10. Timeout.
31-0 game. 19-yard line. Tank Bigsby at running back. Stopped by Snowden and White. Let McKee throw. He does. And has a completion downfield to Darius Cooper.
And everyone else is riding those emotional ups and downs. He's just so steady.
He said earlier this week, look, success, it's not linear. You're going to have your ups. You're going to have your downs. 2nd and 6, back to the ground, and Bigsby bumped out. It'll be 3rd and about 4. 2 times in 3 weeks they faced the Commanders, who are 3 and 10. Key goes over the middle and finds Grant Calcaterra for a 1st down. See if Tanner McKee can do what Jalen Hurts did on 3rd down. They were 8 for 10. They are 8 for 10. 3rd down after he picked it up there.
They tried to get about a year ago, and they made the move to kind of go to a new regime. And here they are. Pete Carroll takes over. It appeared to be a long rebuild. You know, what was the forecast? And just those are the signs of a team that thought they were a lot closer to competing than they really are.
McKee steps up and runs. And Tanner McKee dives for a 1st down.
If he was in a team with a better offense that was playing more competitive games.
McKee a strike, Cooper a game. Think about what he could bring back in a trade.
Have a ton of money in spending they can do in free agency, so that will certainly help.
Bigsby. Tank Bigsby with a 1st down.
One of the keys, before you start implementing all those cap savings and that cap allocation in free agency and talent acquisition, they've got to figure out who the future quarterback is, and you got to get one first.
And is that guy waiting in this year's draft class? Is it Fernando Mendoza? Is it Dante Moore? You got to nail it, though. You're going to have a top 2 pick if you decide to go.
Would they take Jackson Dart as their long-term quarterback right now? I think the answer is clearly yes.
Bigsby again gets a few more. 3rd and short. 3rd down and 3. Under 5 to play. Bigsby over the right side is going to drag a defender for a 1st down.
He's really one of the few guys in the league that does it.
Bigsby bounces to the 2. Mason really impressive too. I just don't know if I like him inside.
I don't think he's more of a pass stop.
That's right. Bigsby stopped by Chin. Pete Carroll told us that Max Crosby is different than any player he's ever coached. Bigsby. Oh, it's close. He wants his 1st touchdown. Not going to quite get it here. Tank Bigsby, 1st season in Philly, looking for his 1st touchdown perhaps. He's got it. And he's stopped short. Goal line stand for the Raiders. They take over at their own 2. Under 2 left. Handed it off to number 2. Genty. Go back to the Eagles' first 4 years of the century, 01 to 04. to find the last repeat champion in the division. Lobby gets the carry and is stopped by Keely Ringo. Lobby again.
I'm not sure if I want to come here to Philly in the wild card round.
This offense wakes up today. The defense for the Eagles holds the Raiders to 72 yards. That's the fewest yards by the Raiders in a game since 1961.